Hello and good evening. Welcome back to more content on me live, Dragon Ball McQueen, whatever you want to say. Planet Coaster 2. Yeah, so new park idea. I've always wanted to do something like nice, forest-based, um, pretty, I guess. Woodland, like wood and stone, a lot of wood and stone. And that's what we're going to be going for here. This is the entranceway. I've kind of just built it basic at the moment. Probably going to put a car park area out here next to the lake, and I'm going to build coasters and things. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on now. And I kind of had a coaster in mind. Let's have a look. Wooden, custom, please. Custom. I selected wooden. Thank you. So I was thinking either that or this. I mean, that's got a, yeah, it's got a good bank angle and turn. See, that's not as harsh as that. That's got a much better. So we'll go for that. That's probably going to be a bigger coaster. Let's have a look. Yeah, you probably want an entrance like that. Kind of like the exits. And just to keep it very simple. If any trees get in the way or anything like that, we will delete them. It's not an issue. Why is my turning, angle snaps 45 degrees? That's why I was like, why am I turning like that? Okay, because of that. So I'm probably going to keep it kind of calm, and I want it to sort of interact with the terrain, give you nice views, create, like, be beautiful, really, I guess, or nice. We've had arcades added, and they are fantastic. Some of them are like, some of them are Atari games. Actual. All right, okay. If I want this to be a slight turn on the drive tires, so I'm just looking at angles and probably bring it back a bit and. Actually, yeah, let's. Now we can look at angle, because this angle isn't right, and I kind of want it to go behind those trees with the lift hill. Yeah, so. And this is where we're going to start adding the chain lift. I might speed it up a little bit. Of course, wooden coasters, I just absolutely love them. Personally, I think they're quite beautiful looking. It really doesn't matter how far we go. We can go 20 meters, but I don't think I'm not going up too high, because that is like very high and very scary. I don't want it to be too scary, but I kind of want it to make a statement. So let's bring this back down, because so we're going to be bringing this slightly down, but not much. Really turn around here. We're just gaining momentum, and I'm going to bring up the angle a bit more. Probably don't need it to be that harsh an incline. I really want to play with the terrain, the angle of the drop as well, and everything. So I'm going to go like there, and then quite steep, and then we're going to come back out the steepness quite quick, so it's gaining that momentum swiftly. That's stored kinetic energy for us to come into the next part. Excuse me, just had a bit of a cough. Yeah, so kind of like, yeah, it's got a nice profile, and I kind of want it to interact with itself a bit more. If we do anything like sudden changes swiftly, then it just whacks up the G-force. Am I going to make it up that hill, or is it going to hit it? It's going to hit it, I think. So we may have to just do a bit of terrain work. Yeah, there, and then we're going to be going straight again. So, well, yeah, there we go. Now if we just terrain and we just smooth it off, hopefully that will just push it down. It's not going to that much. Okay. Not enough. But we'll give it a quick test in a minute. Yeah, Fortnite's also had an update today. So I'm curious to check that out. But we played a lot of Fortnite lately, so I thought it would be nice to get into something different. Yeah, I'll probably try and keep the sort of rough terrain and this kind of foresty floor, and perhaps have some trees that we can rush past, give us a bit more sense of speed, I think. Let's give the coaster a quick test and see how it's gone so far, because I've built quite a bit, and nothing's been tested so far. We'll give it a go and see what it looks like from the rider's seat. First of all, yeah, obviously lift hill. I don't know whether to add lights around it or anything going up, but I think it might add to the aesthetic. We'll see. I don't want to overly theme everything. I know normally I really heavily theme things, but I want to kind of keep this like modest and a bit more on a budget. So let's see how this goes anyway. Well, hang on, snow is coming. You see what? Snow's coming. Make sure your park and pools have enough heaters. Oh, okay. No heaters. Perhaps we ought to design some heaters. That's something to consider. I hadn't even thought about that. And perhaps we want to bring this down a bit more, so it gains faster momentum. Through that tree again. Might just move the tree I want to go up quickly, or I don't want to go steady. A steady incline might be. Allow it to keep that momentum. Yeah, let's. And then we're coming back up for what will be a turnaround. Sort of coming out, so you've got this view of the lake. And then bring it round fairly quickly. Hello, Elephant Puppet. How are you doing? Let's see how that feels. I mean, I haven't done any smoothing or anything, so we are still in rough territory. Lightning strike risk and snow. Okay. Which is it? Lightning or snow game? Make up your mind. We'll just fast forward to the top of the lift hill. Because the ride starts up here. Get a nice view over there. And once we add more bits into the park, I can utilise this area next to it. And all the bits you can see. Oh, that tree's in the way. Whoa, snow. Okay, it wasn't lying about the snow, was it? Well, I've never built a coaster in the snow. It's the first time for everything. Where was the tree? Here, and get rid of the tree. I guess we're going to need to run in real time and keep going, because I kind of don't want the snow to to clear off, really. Hello, how you doing, Penskin? Welcome to a snowy wooden coaster. Friction brake. There we go. We'll go about 7 miles per hour and we'll have a slow descent on it, and I mean this is just the end bit that we're going to meet up with eventually once we get the coaster back. I don't want lots of dead area for the coaster, because I can utilise this part of the park for other things by coming round here, round the other side. Yeah, so you can have a branching path off here and come up round here. My lake's frozen over. That's no good, is it? Oh, it actually makes a ice cracking noise. I've never done this before. That was quite nice. Quite impressive. Well done, Planet Coaster. Alright, let's continue with this. So lots of ejector air time, I think. That's what we're going for. I don't think I want it going too high. Yeah, I don't want it going too steep. Yeah, it's beginning to slow down. It's beginning to lose a bit of momentum there, so... I can bring it back and see how it goes. See if it runs smoothly from there. That's a bit too far and a bit too aggressive. Mind you, if you're ever going straight, it's going to be pretty dull, I think. No, keep it at 6, thank you. In saying that, if the momentum is too little, then we might not have any choice but to just bring it back and do a couple of bunny hop hills. It's taken me since the beginning of the stream to build this, really, so about half an hour. Just to get the rough layout, but that's the rough layout, you know. I had an idea in my head though of what I wanted before we went into it, so, and also with these bits I can create walkways underneath, so we can utilise this space in between, and I'm going to try and create natural barriers. I think a lot more. This is going to be a very nature-based park. As you can see by the rough little map area I've built so far. Yeah, weather, can you tell me when, let's have a look at when the weather is actually going to clean up. It takes me 2 hours to build a kids coaster. Yeah, I mean, there's sort of 3 types of coasters I'm quite confident in building. Woody coasters I've done a lot of. Inverted I quite like, I'm quite good with them, but if you give me a normal iron coaster or anything like that, not like a more modern like glossy coaster or something like that, it takes me ages, and that's got quite a nice profile to it. We'll give it a test. We'll smooth it over first of all, and then we'll give it a test in first person mode in a minute. I'm just going to smooth it out. That's smoothing strength 7, forwards. I'll smooth it backwards, and I haven't got a mid-course block zone. Yeah, we might want to put a block zone in. Yeah, I might have to change it and just add a block somewhere, because I'll probably want it to be multi. So this is trim brakes, but we're going to put it as a block section. Hybrids, yeah, they're quite nice, I must admit. If we put that block zone there, and then if we, I think in a block zone perhaps up here before the drop, but if we do that, it's going to change the whole look of the coaster, or the whole feel of the coaster. Well, it's not going to change the whole feel. It might actually do me a favour, but it's going to involve a lot of deleting. Because if we kind of know the rough layout though at the moment, so it's not a problem. So here would be a perfect place. Block section. Okay, yeah, I know you want straight track. Alright, would you now put... Yeah, thank you. And the block section is slightly safer for anything to drop underneath. Brake target speed, we want it higher than that, really. But also it's got to be able to make it back to the station on its own steam, but we'll put it on like 30. We'll put a higher release speed, high acceleration speed, not that it's going to matter much. Yep, okay, that's good. Now we'll go back and then so kind of tricking it. What I might do a slight change to the the scheduled or the pre-planned idea. Yeah, because if I bring it down with a bit of speed there, it might... Oh, well, it'll create some nice forces and that'll be good for the ride. Still got a fair amount of momentum there. I don't think it's an amazing amount of momentum, but you know, I want to bring you up. Yeah, that's too steep a drop, isn't it? I wonder if we will be able to get the final, like, little bunny hill in. Right. Are we actually going to make it? That's the big question. I should make it round. Just a bit of... Oh yeah, I've done on Planet Coaster. I did dueling coasters. It drove me up the wall. But yeah, so I sympathise. It's very hard to do, and you keep having to switch back between the other one or the other. It can be, it's quite a frustrating experience, but it's also a good learning curve. I find I did find it taught me a lot about what to do and what not to do when designing coasters, I guess, or trying to work on coaster designs. This is gonna have some nice. I think I'm gonna quite like this when it's finished. It's got a nice little layout so far. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I knew we were going to destroy the train once you start smoothing through it. We get this nice sort of foresty area around it, so like it's a natural little coaster. I think it'll look quite nice and feel quite nice. I kind of want, I say I kind of want, I want to put things like Ferris wheels around it and like little kiosks and that, just to make it feel like a bit more of a theme park. Because on console we're highly limited with what we can do. I want to kind of keep this simple in design. Normally I go for very grand designs, but I can't make many coasters, whereas I want more coasters. I want more coasters and less theming, if that makes any sense. Anyway, let's have a look. Right. I don't think we're going to put any ridiculous G-forces. I'm quite confident in that coaster design so far. And then it's just a case of getting the... I think I'm going to go for a simple, like, shed station look. I say simple. It will look simple. It'll be, like, basically a wood shelter for guests to stand under. And I'm not worried about covering the queue, much like British theme parks do. I mean, you shouldn't... I was going to say you shouldn't be that long in a queue, but people spend hours in queues, don't they? That's really nice with all the snow around. Kind of like it. There's buildings. Yes and no. Depends how detailed you want your buildings to be. The scaling I don't like in, because if you're trying to recreate a realistic building, like you think, oh, I'll make it like the arcade I was at, you know, when I was at the coast or whatever. You then go to make it and you find that the scaling's totally, yeah, off. But at least we can resize things in Planet Coaster 2. Yeah, it's got a very slow crawl back to station. Then we'll test the block section version. Yeah, it's not, and it's not pulling high G's. It's not an amazing, no, it's not going to be really exciting. That's what it was meant to be. It was meant to be a nice coaster, like family. I didn't want it to be too extreme. Yeah, that's really good results. I mean, although it's 3.44 G's, where's it hitting that? That's what I'm curious. Where it's hitting that high, almost 4 G's. Vertical G-force. Previous run data. Alright, you're not gonna tell me on there, are you? Let's try it again. Vertical G-force. Live data, no. Vertical G-force. What do you want, Alvin? My cat's come up to me. What do you want, Alvin? Pestering. So where are we hitting that 3 G's? Probably here on the... Yeah, it's here, isn't it? It's on this up bit, isn't it? After the... So, what we want to do then... Oh, what I want to do... Take those G-forces down a bit. Is grab that section. In fact, we will start... Okay, I'm trying to select a piece. It's very hard to see where my cursor is in this snow. I must admit. And we've got a bit of high amount of smoothing on. Just try and take those G-forces down so we're not hitting. Of course, the other worry is are we going to have enough clearance? Brick walls and wooden pillars jumbled together. I have done some other stuff. I'll load it up. I'll load up my my coaster I built in my other park, which I've shown on stream. I'll load that up in a minute. I just want to get this kind of feeling all right, and then we'll come back to this. But I'll quickly show you that, seeing as because I'm guessing you've not happened upon my streams before. So yeah, test, right, test, and then we have to go through the block section test. I'm thinking like little brick walls around the edge or something, wood around the edge perhaps, and then yeah, wooden roof and beams, that sort of thing. Let's go. Let's get you up there. Hopefully we won't have 3.44 Gs now. But I'll quickly show you my other coaster in my other theme park that I'm not finished, and it's something I'm working on, and it's got a second coaster in it that I've designed, but I'm still designing. That's heavily themed stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Like, oh, I thought the clearance was, it looks like, what's the clearance like on there? Yeah, I mean, it's close, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just looking at this clearance. That's what I'm worried about, because that block bit, that part that sticks down there, if you had your arms up, negligible. Do you know what? Let's not worry about it. Nobody saw a thing. Do you take health and safety serious at your theme parks? Well, to a degree. And we'll have a look at the results, and hopefully we've got rid of that 3.44 Gs. Wooden 4 has no entrance. Wooden 4 is not going to be called Wooden 4, thank you, Planet Coaster. It's this bit that really slows it down, and well, there we go. Probably that's why the excitement level just tanks. Yeah, 2.83, that's much more manageable G-forces. That's all vertical. That's lovely. That is spot on. So it was there. It was that bit. I had the bank was too sharp going up into the first airtime hill. So we'll get some nice, I mean, I've got my limit here, but we can get some, you see this bit as you're coming down there, so you see all along here, so you want some nice sort of like rocky, foresty type bits there, so it just looks pretty. But yeah, and thinking, like I say, thinking of having a path coming up here and perhaps going under one of these hills, and then we've got this whole area now then open to us to put rides in and stuff, picnic areas or something, you know, or a restaurant, a roller coaster restaurant, and then the other sort of the more dead areas we can put forest in, and staff areas and things. I would like to build a roller coaster going round. If you're what? Yeah, like to put more roller coasters around the lake. They're quite tall, and you ride that roller coaster, rip your arm off. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, but just don't raise your arms on this wooden roller coaster. You know, it's simple. Or at that particular point. But that kind of profile there, that bit's quite nice. We're gonna block section it, actually. We want to try it in block section. There's no point in having music on a wooden coaster. There's absolutely no point. We can add ride photographs. Thrill is your #1 priority. I can do it when I need to with certain coasters. I mean, I could lower the friction. Who cares about safety? Exactly, precisely. Block section, so number of trains 2. Where's the other one? There we go. Yeah, now let's run you through the station, run you through a couple of times, and more about colour and sort of identity and it should be able to run pretty. I just want to see that they're running, yeah, because by the time eventually they'll just keep going round. I don't think there'll be any point where they're stopping halfway round. And even if it does stop there, theoretically, if it does stop there, this drop should be enough to get it over these 3 bunny hills with enough kinetic energy. Yeah, it's running nicely. It's working fine. Good. That's exactly what. So next we need to think about colour scheme, paths, which I will do shortly. But I said I'd load up Treasure Coast theme park. This is one that I've worked on loads. I have finished a theme park as well. There's one on the workshop, my Halloween theme park. I was trying to get Iron Matty to review it, but he's not doing videos at the moment. He's kind of on and off. I think life's just getting very busy for him, so it's understandable. But yeah, so and trying to get anything on Channel 5 gaming is not impossible. But this is what I'm currently working on, this dive coaster. It's not particularly exciting. It is just a dive coaster, basically. We'll put it in. I'll let you just see what this is like, first of all. And then we'll do the star attraction in a minute. But this is something I've been working on for ages, and it's sort of my off-stream project, because it's a lot of procrastinating. It's a lot of thinking about things, and yeah. And I'll mute up and let you enjoy this once we get to the top of the lift hill. Or let it build as we get to the lift hill, because this is a dive coaster. It's all about the suspense, isn't it? Building up to the first drop. We're just going to need some custom supporting around it. Keep your arms and legs inside the ride, more literally. Yeah, so this, right, I'll mute up. I tried to do a bit more with this than Oblivion does, because Oblivion was the first dive coaster in the world. Sorry, I flipped up the menu on near the end there. Yeah, it's not overly exciting because it's a dive coaster. I mean, it pulls good G-forces. It's pretty. Got 3 inversions, but yeah, I just need to add more to it. It's called the Abyss. It's all my roller coaster and planet coaster goes around the entire Mediterranean biome, and it just gets taller and taller as it's going around in circles. Here's my attempt to. Let's go. Sounds interesting, put it that way. But this one sounds very interesting. Let me jump into first person mode. This is the one that it's all themed up, heavily themed, this coaster. I'll say hello to George Lucas. Hello, George. Yeah, Terra X. This is, as I've shown this quite a bit on the stream. This is like finished, themed up. There's the outside. And now we've got now we've got that. See, that was never there before. When I originally put this sign in, that was never there. You can see how I do things. These are my post-it notes, as I call them. But authorised personnel only beyond this point. So yeah, a story. There we go. Yeah, the facility, which is where this is, and a highly efficient and effective aviation fuel has been discovered from this alien meteor that's crashed into the planet. That's the basic story of this whole ride. So we'll walk up the queue line, admiring all the details, which took ages to do. This took a month to build, which is probably why I'm... And yes, we don't have exit signs, so I had to build my own custom exit signs. Well, we won't go into that. I'll probably use them in my new park as well. And we don't have F-16s either in a Planet Coaster, so I built an F-16. Well, hang on. I was trying to create that sort of science. Actually, let's do... There, you can enjoy it more now. If I turn that off. Yeah, fire extinguishers. What, the drop coaster, like Oblivion? Yeah, don't look down. That was the advertising for Oblivion. Was don't look down. But yeah, the drop coaster, right? There's no audio. You can't add audio on console like you could add audio files on PC. But yeah, there's all exits thought of in this and that. But yeah, that's the energy being created from the fuel. It's crazy how Oblivion was the world's first dive. Yeah, well, it has Smiler and Oblivion. I think they're more than enough for it to. But they need to do more. They need to invest though. At the moment, I think they're. From what I've seen of it, I haven't been for years. Like since I was a child, I haven't been to Alton Towers, but which was a very long time ago. And so I've not seen the new coasters, but I know a lot about them because I watch lots of vlogs online and stuff. Obviously, doing this, you kind of research. I'm closer to the East Coast, so I tend to see the smaller theme park attractions, or not even theme parks really. Fantasy Island's close to me, so if you don't know what that is, that's like a market and a theme park. Can we? Yeah, right. I will shut up and let you watch Terra X. This has got stats on this. This has been on the channel before. Let me just quickly bring up my HUD. Nope. Right, I want to bring up the HUD. Alright, we'll do it after this. Hang on, what? It goes 5 million miles an hour? I don't think... a particle accelerator attempt. Interesting. 5 million miles an hour. You wouldn't be able to get that on a... with an SM. But yeah, this has got high max vertical G-force, but apart from that, 5 inversions. But yeah, good green across the board. Yeah. But this is at 37% this park, which is quite good considering the amount of detail I've put in it and stuff so far. Wow, that's such a good view. Thanks, Planet Coaster. There we go. Originally I did have them all grey, but then I put the yellow on recently and I was like, I like that. The yellow sort of touches, and I put the X on the front of each car. And it's got the onboard audio, so when you get that, when it goes to on the second launch, and you get that countdown, and that you get that jet sound effect, that is all on board the coaster still, so it's all mounted. Yeah, there you go, all that is mounted on the coaster, and then you've got the jet sound as it rushes up to the top there, and it just peters out as you hit the top, the crest of that mountain. That's about 70 miles per hour, that 0G roll, that upward 0G. Yeah, this is not very good views, Planet Coaster, thank you. So it took quite a bit of work to work this out, and probably, as I say, I'm putting some high G's in one or two places, but I'm not particularly worried because I want a certain look and feel of this coaster. And I think guests will ride it. That's the most important thing. I think guests will ride it. And then we've got the exit, which is not that amazing, but it does have some like incredible views of the coaster. So you can stand here and watch the coaster, or you can stand here and watch the coaster. And you've got like an exit here, and that actually leads to the other side. So there's a fire exit should there be anything obstructing you here. Now there is up there. Oh, that's the actual queue. Up there is an entire backstage area, which I have built in depth and done loads of stuff, but yeah, we can't really see it from this angle. And then you've got the gift shop with the photo kiosk as well. And yeah, you can stand in the gift shop watching the coaster. You see that, all that on the right hand side, that big mountainous bit wasn't there for ages. I kind of like it being there now. That's a bit more to the theme park. But yeah, this is what I've been working on for ages, and just like when I have to be really being the kind of, I'm just, yeah, it just takes so much out of me to build this place. It's all this is like loads of different pieces, and there's lots of off-grid pieces, and it was just, yeah, it was a lot of work. And that resort theme, I find that kind of tropical resort, although I love this and it looks really nice, and you've got these nice lights and things, and you've got this Jurassic Park style fencing around the coaster, because it was inspired by a Velocicoaster, as you can probably tell. It just takes age. It takes a lot out of me to build this place, because it's not. I find steampunk easier and things like that. There's certain things that come more naturally to me. But yeah, when this is finished, it'll probably be one of my proudest creations on Planet Coaster 2 so far. But this is, I just know this is going to take so much. I've got to put all coral around it, and there's custom support in here, and then I want to make it look like you're going underwater while still being above ground. Yeah, not making things easy for myself. But when it's finished, I know this will be a really nice view once you've got it all in there and stuff. And that's why I'm sort of building a sort of underwater facility. That's what this is going to be. But I don't know. I just don't know. I'm looking at it, and it's just a big empty shell at the moment, and I'm like, how am I going to theme this up? Whereas if I'm trying to do something more basic, with Lakeside Valley Park, that's a lot more basic. Yeah, I like the Terror X coaster. That's pretty fantastic. I have, as I say, I've completed another theme park, which has got a wooden coaster, and I think an inverted coaster. Now, we'll load that up quickly. That's my Halloween park, if I can find it. Oh, this was made in an hour on stream. Echoes of Albion, yeah, that's not finished, and that was one of my early parks. It's got some nice coasters in there, but the Halloween one is the one I finished. This is a proper finished park, which we've shown on stream before as well, but I'll quickly run around and show you the wooden coasters and the highlights, I guess, of this theme park. But yeah, it was inspired by... I was expecting a Halloween pack, and they didn't bring out a Halloween pack, so everything is custom Halloween builds on here. So we've got basic entrance. This park isn't finished yet, free parking. It's also an artist's impression of a car park, not a true model. I forgot I've done all sarcastic things like that. Yeah, hello cat, what do you want? One of the cats has come in. I swear there's a, I'm looking for him, there's a scarecrow, yeah, there's a scarecrow over there. Oh, I can't get out to them, yeah, because I forgot you can't go off the path. It's like too big. We'll try not to go too quickly. Come on out of my way, people. Yeah, Sleepy Hamlet. There's boomerangs and everything in this park. Lots of atmosphere. And sort of lots of off-grid, smaller looking buildings. Just to make it feel a bit more apple bobbing, which I thought was kind of appropriate for... And this is probably where I will be adding one of the extensions. Yeah. 2026 expansion. Yeah, we're going to have to do this in August. I forgot I was going to come back to this, so I'm kind of glad I got reminded of that. Yeah, this is a wooden coaster. Here it comes. Whizzing past. So this was the sort of the square was the first bit I built. And this church, let's go up to the church as well. Lots of architecture. Ghost services instead of guest services. A nice phantom there. So yeah, rather appropriate to be looking at Halloween Park in April, May. This is the witch's flight. Yeah. Got a witch flying around on top of this aeroplane. So it's kind of nice. Oh, all my cats are on here. So Alvin the cat is mentioned. Scruffy and Dave are all mentioned. You started a Christmas park. Yeah, we've got Christmas park assets. You see, there wasn't much I could use in the way of Halloween, so that's what appealed to me. It was a challenge to make it look Halloween when it wasn't Halloween, you know. So, but yeah, we have. You should have an easier job, I would think, with all the Christmas assets we have. That's annoying. That's not my fault. That's problems with assets within the game. So you've got Top Dog and Spring Soda. That's the station for the boomerang. And I wanted the boomerang to come across. And we've got the Reaper as well, which is this flat ride, because it reminds me of a Reaper scythe, so I was like, okay, we'll call that the Reaper then. I can't remember where the entrance is. The entrance is around here, I think. Oh yeah, the entrance is here. It's packed. My god, it's packed. They love it. I guess absolutely love the Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper. They're all down for it. So yeah, look, massive, crazy. And we might get a really good view in a minute. We might get the coaster coming past the flat ride. In fact, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. Iconic. Those sidelines. Oh. Bam. It's producing fire and brimstone effects upon people, is it? And then it's working. So that's the boomerang, but I'll get round to that. I mean, that was the first coaster I put in there. Oh, this I did it on stream. Poltergifts, which was a suggestion by someone watching the stream. Absolutely brilliant name for a Halloween themed. Spooky Sundries was this area, which was also someone else's suggestion. So I put it all in, and I put that bad joke in with slashing prices, but you know, a glimpse at another coaster over there. My my security gates, massive pumpkin. There is something by someone else in this part, which I don't often do, but I had to nick some of Tagged's yeah, there we go, coaster. Pumpkin Patch is the merry-go-round. So yeah, this is an actual finished park, which makes a change. But yeah, yeah, the koi carp donated by Tagged. So in there, the fish you can see are Tagged's blueprints off the workshop. I was like, I really like them, and I wanted some fish in my pond. So yeah, they were perfect. Just have them swimming. It just adds that little bit more to this area. And then you got So Delightful, which, yeah, we've got a vegan and soda. Viva la vegan. Look, will you stop walking through things? Yeah, do your job. That's fantastic. So Delightful advert. That's the staff room. So there's a nice townhouse. As soon as the pack came out, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to utilise that. So I put it to good use in here. Another wraith over there that just sat in the mist, made out of all curtain pieces. We'll jump on the boomerang coaster then. Werewolf's over here, which is the wooden coaster. We'll jump on the boomerang first of all. Yeah, the sorcery pack, that was it. That's what it was called. Oh, where's the entrance? Well, the entrance I think is around the other side actually. Run round. Run round. Yeah, here's the entrance. It goes under the lift hill. Out of the way, peeps, out of the way. I'm going to get on the boomerang rather quickly. Oh, and every time a train leaves the station, an effect comes out of there, like a soul escaping. Yeah, there we go, look, it's doing it now. So yeah, nice attention to details. Can I? Okay. I haven't been on this in ages. This is the first one I put in the park, this one. And it is a themed little station. It's not overly themed, but it's not dull either. So kind of that not top of the line. This isn't Universal Studios, but this isn't a British theme park. Probably on the level Alton Towers is on, really. A lot of, I'm ribbing our industry, but a lot of British theme parks were way behind Europe, let's be honest. Right, can I please just ride the coaster? Thank you. Let's ride the coaster. Are we going to ride the coaster? Are you going to send the coaster, mate? Oh, you're good. Send it. Send it. Yeah, thank you. Do we have a child view? Where's guest facing? Guest view. Okay. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to bother trying to do that without without a display. Why do people queue up in Planet Coaster without a when they need the loo? When there's a toilet like directly opposite this ride, and there's toilets on the other side as well. There's no music on this. I think I took the music off because the music was interfering with the Reaper flat ride. And that was that coaster. I can't remember its name. It's not the Reaper, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and this is, I think this is Werewolf's Pictures. Yeah, that's Werewolf's Pictures. With a nice little fireplace. Which is what you want on a Halloween park. What's it called? The Circle? Is that what it's called? No, Wraith. Wraith, that's what it's called. The Circle's the drop tower. Right, we'll go on Werewolf, and then we'll go up to, I think it's Vampire is my inverted here. That's a toilet block, by the way, in case you're wondering, with this big ogre on. Ah, the dragons that breathe out fire. Wonder where I got that idea from. It's not been seen in any theme parks ever. Are we? This is Werewolf's popular. They're loving Werewolf, aren't they? Get on, people, out the way. Yep. Yeah, the station's all like meant to be like overgrown. Right. Pause. Thank you. I want to get on the coaster. Like hello. See, with no cursor, it's really. Let me on the coaster. Let me ride the coaster. Please let me ride the coaster. Just like that's the center of the screen. I'm clicking on there. Get out of my way, mate. Get out of my way and let me get on the coaster. It might be an idea. It might be because of everything I've got on the scenery wise as well. Where's the way out? That's the way out. But if we click on that, sometimes when you click on the exit, okay, it's not letting me ride it. Come on, let me ride. If you're not going to let me ride, I'm just going to close the whole thing and get on myself. That's just, and you'll all be disappointed guests. Like zooming in. Right, I'm going to bring up the. Well, where's my heads-up display? Thank you. All right, no, you're not bringing up the heads-up display. Thanks. Yeah, bring it up. Thank you. Just to get on one coaster. And that's it. Stats, yeah. For a Woody, that's amazing stats. And the G-force is not that bad. 4.23. 7.32 excitement, 5.18 fear, 1.52 nausea. So pretty good. So we'll jump on this one. So yeah, that's my Halloween coaster, my werewolf coaster. One of my Halloween coasters. Let's whack it back into first person. Hide the HUD and run off. Yeah, still can't remember. Yeah, we'll go back up this way. Past the toilets, past the old haunt. Lots of places to keep warm in inverted commas, but there's no actual. I've got no heaters in here because heaters didn't exist in the game. Yeah, I put the old police box there. Doctor Who reference on Pumpkin Patch. The circle. Bunch of druids watching you as you get launched thousands of miles up in the air. Oh, there we go. Nice little quote from me. Vampire, that's the one. And the Forgotten Village. And I do have one of my friends' coasters, Jan BK, who's a brilliant creator. He's got a PC now with a Planet Coaster 2. That's a staff only building. So toilets over here and a pizza pen. But Vampire is the coaster that I made, and yeah, a Halloween mention there. And then Jan BK Square, donated by Jan. So yeah, this is Jan BK 1608 Square, and this is his pumpkin spice potions, his little kiddie ride, photos. So this was just after the sorcery pack came out, when he built one of the new coasters, and I was like, I like that coaster, I've got to put it in my park. Is that alright? And he's like, oh yeah, of course. I put it on the workshop so everyone could use it. So yeah, it is a family-friendly coaster. We'll ride this and then we'll jump on Vampire. Pumpkin Patch Express Vekoma Junior Coaster, height 14 metres, speed 50 kilometres per hour, length 329 minutes. If you're reading this, subscribe to YanBK1608 on YouTube. Cheeky. But do subscribe to Yan on YouTube as well as me. It helps us out no end, thank you. And liking our vids helps out too. Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, and I like the fact that Yan had done all these pumpkins and he'd done them exactly like me, and I was like, no, grey minds think alike. And then this, yeah, this graveyard, this has got everyone from the community that where I hang out with people on Discord. So you got I Am Possible 13, Moomin Little Socks, Corvus, Shane, Poops It Out, Albris, Industrialplex, Warren G, Kyara, Chrissy, Iron Matty, Ratspit, Estan Wolf, who I watch on YouTube as well, Nerd Chacho, who I watch, Kep, who I watch and talk to, and Geekism, or Kep, we talk to a lot more now, there's Welfare, and yeah, all this sort of stuff. So Vampire is the only coaster that we haven't been on, which is one of my inverted coasters, so, you know, par for the course for me. I like inverted coasters and I have to do them. Obviously, there is a real Vampire inverted coaster with a Y, and that is legendary. And I couldn't compete, so I changed the Y to an I, like the original Vampire. And this is a totally different ride and not affiliated with the actual Vampire. But yeah, hopefully we'll get to leave the station in a minute. And there isn't much going on outside the park, unfortunately. But we'll, yeah, come on, are we going? In, let's go. Come on, drop the gate. Send. Yeah, it's fine, mate. It's all running. There we go. Off we go. We're going. Yeah. Not bad little coaster. I kind of felt I can notice all the pre-made elements. I tend to stay away from. I mean, for loops, I do. Oh, there's a balloon floating up there. Someone's let their balloon go. For like loops and things, I tend to use the pre-made loops because they're just a bit of a hassle. And corkscrews are a bit of a hassle to build, you know, free hand, I guess. But like other things, zero G rolls and that, I tend to do custom these days, just because I find you can get better shape or you've got more control with it. But that is the Halloween park that I built on stream and everyone was supportive. But we are going back to around September, October time. We'll be re-entering this when autumn rolls around and adding to it, because we're currently at let me have a look. We're currently at 62%, so we've still got another 40% to play with, which could be interesting. So get your thinking caps on, think of rides we can add. We've got this tiny area here which we can possibly demolish a bit of the wall and bring it around here, because we've got all this area to play with for like a small coaster of some kind. Perhaps some buildings here along the side. A pickpocket has been caught by security injection for the park. Well, and so they should be. And I could possibly add to, I think up by Yam BK Square I've got, yeah, we have 2026 expansion, so we can add here as well by the lake. This is exactly, there's not a lot of undulation in this park, but there is quite a lot of lakes and things and that. But yeah, it's not too big, and it's one of my earlier parks, so I think that's probably one of the better views of the whole park. Is all this over here and the square. I suppose it all has its own charm in its own little way because it's a Halloween park. When we had very little Halloween, the pumpkin patch is in poor condition. I am out of here. I'm going back to Lakeside, which is our latest project, and we're going to build a little bit in here. But first of all, I'm going to have 5 minutes break. No, I've got a mic. Lodge. Evening, Squire. I've just been talking to some other people and showing them previous parks or previous projects. So yeah, there is. Don't worry, we've got a mic. We've got everything we need. Entrance. Don't want the entrance to be central. I guess so. Let's place exit as well. Kind of like there, I guess. Connect entrance to path. Yeah, what kind of terrain do we want? Alright, I don't want that to be black. I want it to be dark grey. Yeah, we'll have that dark grey. And I want a nice green railing. If we've got railing, we have. It makes things a bit easier for me. So we got classic park or path or no, thank you there, and we're going straight. And in fact, we're going to go angle snap of 45 degrees, I think. See, the trouble is I'm trying to do this by eye, and that is a bit awkward. And bring it here, and then we'll start bringing it down in a long, gentle slope. Now I'm going to turn off the angle snap, although actually I might keep it on because it might make my life a bit easier. Oh, thanks for sticking some scenery through the and then we're going to come through here to what will be a path there. Well, get rid of you. Yeah, I don't want it to quite hit that. I want it to go, yeah, along there. I'm going to bring it down in. See, I wonder if I'm saying I wonder if, and then not complete my sentence, which is not very helpful for anyone listening. Yeah, I don't like that there. Let's Let's just delete that bit there. Yeah, go back here. Round it up a bit, and I'll add sort of like bushes around the edge and stuff. Right, we want to go for Q path. Let's see if we can go from there. Have we got merge on? We have got merge on, so yeah, there we go. Then we can add the sign over the, yeah, that'll work quite nicely. So I kind of want it straight there and then bring it it actually connected there, didn't it? There we go, then we've got a nice exit as well. It's going to be a very simple station, wood and stone, really. There is no path to wooden floor, guests cannot reach it. Oh yeah, because there's no actual spawn point for guests. We can change that. Yeah, the fact they've added arcades now, this is going to be brilliant. Look, asteroids, classic. Centipede and Pong's in here as well. Personal favourite of mine, the old air hockey. Yeah, there's Pong. Classic arcade games. What else we got here? So this was all part of a free update as well, which is really nice of them to do a free update with these arcades. So we can add midway games, Skittles, that sort of thing. Yeah. Then we need to add some path in, so the map change on reload. I've not checked out any of the new update on. Is it any good? The new update on trying to get more top 10s. What top 10s on ranked reload, Ashley? Because if you're trying to do that, then you're braver than me. Oh, actually, I want to change this to. Same old reload maps. Yeah, not ranked. Okay. Oh, is it just for the kill thing to get the unlocks? Yeah, the eliminations thing. Vinyl path? No, we don't want vinyl path. I want Is there any concrete? Asphalt, that's it. Yeah, that's what we want. Don't need to play ranked to get rewards. Well, there are some exclusive ranked rewards though. Did you see my new skin I've got? On last night's stream. That you won't be able to get after today. Well, the old dragon, whatever her name is, Jackie. It's quite cool. If you look at the stream, I have it at the start of the stream. Yesterday's stream. Right, this is going to take up too much percentage if I put too much pathing in here. Yeah, I decided to play something a bit more chill tonight because and I've got some new cars and stuff. New vehicles. No, that, yeah, no, line builder. Width. I think 12 meters width. No, 10 meters width. There we go. So now, theoretically, I think it's closed at the moment. If I open it, and I open the coaster, oh, it's the Rocket League skin, yeah. Yeah, it is indeed the Rocket League skin. Worked my butt off to get that. No, it only took me one morning. Just sat down and did it really quickly. It was kind of nice. So perhaps this side of the main walkway we want shops and things, I guess. Keeping with that built-in, that overgrown wooden bit. And then we've got something here. We can either put a kiddie coaster. How many games did I have to play? How many games did it have to play? Thanks, referring to me as an it, Ashley. I thought we were friends. I had to play 5 games. It was only 5 games. It wasn't too bad. How many games did you have to play? I'm so bad at Rocket League. Just wanted to forfeit. I wasn't that great, but I managed to get the hang of it and score the odd goal. So I'm like Gollum now. That's it, like this. How many games did it have to play? Oh no, that's Yoda, not Gollum. Gollum. That's Gollum. Many guests are cold. Good for them. Tell them to bring a bloody coat. I don't know what colours to do for this coaster. Oh, you deleted your message. I didn't even mean to remove that message. What are you doing? I don't know what to call this. It's called Wooden 4 at the moment. There's no staff room. My staff are going to be unhappy if there's no staff room. So I don't want too many buildings around here. Okay, we want a staff room. Where are we going to put a staff room? Oh, we need to get rid of this. We need to get rid of that. We need to get rid of that. And that. Yeah. Just guess walking along and there's all these shrubberies in the way and ferns and things. That's alright. Doesn't matter. Well, it works. I just think colour-wise, I don't think the blue works. We'll change that at some point. Yeah, 5. And I think you have to get so many goals and so many touches on the ball and all that sort of thing I had to do. Yeah, my staff are going to kick off if I don't get a staff room in here soon. But where would I put a staff room? Facilities. Yeah, I can't believe we've had a free update and we've had arcades added into this. That's really good. Staff building large, medium, or okay, we could go for a medium staff room. Mind you, guests complain if they can see staff. Facilities. We put it over here. Oh, you'll miss out on it. What, that skin? Yeah. There we go. Right, we've got staff facilities in. I guess we're just going to be getting layout tonight then for this little park. Staff path. What, you have the rocket racing? What, skin you mean? Or the... Because if you log into rocket racing you get loads of free stuff. Oh, if I try and put the llama decals on my battle bus, or the mech skin, the vinyl on my battle bus, it crashes. It's like the same character. Oh, right. Yeah, it just crashes. The game crashes. Oh. Okay, first coaster. Let's see. Guest facing, first ride. It's not that thrilling. Let's see how they react. Come on, guys, you are the guinea pigs. We're just testing whether you like this or not. Yeah. It's so annoying about the... I've seen a bit on Reddit about the cars being a bit buggy. Let's see how these guests like my Oh, they're loving it. Lots of airtime. Look at him. Look at the guy on the left at the front. His feet are sticking out through the bottom of the coaster, but we won't talk about that. He had this like really evil grin on his face when he was going around there. Has he got a man bun? Has that guy got a man bun? Or is it just slick back hair? He looks like the sort to have a man bun. He looks like Jonesy. All those sweat skins in Fortnite. With the striped jumpers. There he is. Let's have a look. Did he have a man bun, or was it? Yeah, he has. He's got. Oh, he's got a little ponytail. Star Wars modes. What, Fortnite? It's got Star Wars back in it. Oh yeah, it's nearly May the 4th, isn't it? Well, that was that. What do guests think of my theme park so far? Let's see what your thoughts are. Let's see what this girl thinks. She's the first person leaving. Entertainment 3.2. I've been having a great time and now I want to buy a souvenir for my friend. Wooden Ford doesn't look scary enough for me. The park entry is free. It is at the moment. That's good, subject to change. So it's not extreme enough for her. We need to do more then. We need to add more. Need to hype it up a bit. See, I'm thinking a nice walk around here by the thing, and we should have another coaster over here, like a proper modern steely coaster around here or something. Perhaps a nice inverted. Concentrate around the lake. A lot of our rides. Perhaps even some like going into the lake, possibly. Depending on how I take this path round. But yeah, there's no room. There's also, we could put something here. We've got room here to put stuff. Could have a restaurant here with that view. Be nice, wouldn't it? And I've got a square area I can add here. But we've got staff facilities. We need toilets, which would be helpful. Changing rooms, I don't think so. Guest services shop. Do you have guest services where we walk in? Guest services tends to be like a kiosk. We don't want people hanging around for too long near a guest services shop, do we? And build a toilet here. If need be, I can get rid of the shrubbery and what have you. It's all going to be wood and stone is going to be the whole feel of this park. So they're the materials I'm going to be concentrating on. So around here, this sort of curved area would be a good area to put shops and things. I'm possibly thinking about Six Flags shop type approach. You know, i.e. nowhere to sit down inside. But if it's all cold, I guess some indoor seating areas would be nice. I mean, there's enough room here to put a kiddie coaster, isn't there? Because I want to concentrate on coasters, getting lots of coaster designs in here and things. That's what I really want to do. After all, this Planet Coaster, I want it to be. So I'm going to keep the shops and facilities small and not overly complicated, whilst still being interesting. That's the idea, I think. And yeah. Oh, that. I don't like that. And what I don't like... Yeah. We go there direct, and then we go straight. I just realised we've got all this nice it's not put the gravel in the texture. I don't know whether I want it like... No, we'll keep it kind of mottled towards the edge, like it's fading away, because I'm going to add I'm going to add sort of brush and scenery. I'm going to try and keep everything natural barriers, if that makes any sense to people. It makes sense to me. So I'm not going to, because piece count is so limited on PlayStation, I want to keep everything sort of natural, so all the barriers would be like trees and things like that and bushes to stop people straying onto it, and that's what I'm going to use, hopefully. Anyway, let's build on station. Align scenery with station, and we want to go base material. They changed all the interface at the top there, and it confused the heck out of me. I was like, where is everything? Huh? What? Slate, stone, wood. Thank you. So I'm thinking Viking stone for like a base, and then wood, like with a really simple wood covering station, basic station. So it won't be all brackets and complex designs like I normally do. Just so I can keep that piece count down. And toy push puppet, okay. Hours of fun. Literally a piece of a string on tension, with a spring and tension. That was how that was created. And there. Amazing when you're growing up. Thank you. When I was a kid, when I was a very young kid, I used to be fascinated with them. Station. That annoys me. That flicker in there. Look. That's what I thought, mate. I do not speak Planko, unfortunately. Although there is a way to translate it all. I'm just thinking, I don't need that kind of cutaway, because oh no, I do. I was like, you don't need that station piece, because of the way a wooden coaster is designed. No, we do. We definitely do need it. Oh, I'm yawning because it's definitely time for bed, because I've got work in the morning. But I'll just get a little bit more of this done. I'm just in a reload game. Yeah, I'll have to check out the new update. I was gonna see, I was umming and ahhing about doing it tonight, but I thought I'd just get so into Fortnite, and I've got to be up early tomorrow for work. So I was like, Planet Coaster 2, much more relaxing. I'm not going to be running high on adrenaline. I'll be able to get up in the morning, you know, and I'll be able to get a decent night's sleep tonight. It definitely takes the time fast. Yeah, I tend to find this does, though. This eats time as well, Planet Coaster 2. If you just get into the right frame of mind with it, bang, hours are gone. because you just get into creating, you get idea after idea after idea, and your synapses start firing up, and then before you know it, hours have passed. I went back. I was trying to show someone else my Halloween park earlier. I don't know whether they stuck around to see it all, because they were talking to me about coaster design and that. But it reminded me that we said we were going to do a 2026 expansion for the Halloween park. So get your thinking caps on, everyone, as to what we should do for August, September, when we go back to it. Because that was good fun doing that Halloween park. Poltergifts, which was thought up on the stream, and that, all these excellent ideas. I mean, I can resize all this, but I just want to keep it to this basic correct shape or size. Nice little, and then, as I say, a wooden like station. I mean, I could put the corners in, but I'm not a big fan of these corners. I just don't think they're that important for I suppose they add a little something, don't they? I want all shrubberies around it as well. Like we have this overgrown coaster. What's going to be really annoying is going to be doing the queue path. I always find that very tedious. Like making paths look solid underneath, just to hide that awful bottom bit. The floating concrete. I'm saying, I think you need to come down a fraction. Yeah, so all this under here, especially if I want it to be natural looking, and all this. Oh. What is the main issue with them not going on this coaster? What's their thoughts on it? Bargain. Ticket price $12.43. Wooden 4 was so fun. I can't wait to go on Wooden 4. We are not calling it Wooden 4, by the way. It's not. That's a temporary name. It'll be the coaster formerly known as Wooden 4 soon. Viking stone floor. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. At least that way. Yeah. We've got a nice floor underneath the coaster. Right, aged wooden roof pitch. So do we want probably 1 meter slope? We don't want anything too one, two, three. not going to have anything too extreme. It's going to be nice and simple. So many sweats. Yeah, it always is in Reload. It's sweaty and a pain. Oh, okay, that 1 meter pitch. That's really annoying. I might go 2 meter then. I'll have to go 2 meter pitch. Because I want it to be a gradual slope, like the same level. I've got actually a better roof in mind. Yeah, this one. Wood tile roof slope 2 meter. That's what we might have to go for. The Roman Park as well to finish. I think you're the only person that wants me to finish that, Ashley, but I will, because if you believe in it that much, because I don't think it's that good. I've still got my other one where I was doing Velocity Coaster to finish. That's the one I've got to finish. But the Roman Park, yeah, well, I suppose it had potential, didn't it? It was a very early park, and I know a lot more now than I did back then. Does that make any sense? Because I've got the Terror X one, that one as well, which I am slowly but surely working on off stream. But this is more a nice, relaxed, simple theme park. Nothing too complicated, nothing too extravagant. To get us by. Wooden, I'm thinking wood. Let's turn off our slate and stone, thank you. I'll just go for some wood. I might jump over and quickly look at the coaster just to refresh my memory on the old Roman Park challenge thing, design, idea. See if it's really worth pushing. The coasters in it are really good. I mean, the coasters are more exciting than in this one. So, but so far I've only built one coaster in this, so that's a bit harsh, I suppose. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add half walls. Let me have a look. Wooden wall. Yeah, half width 2 meter wall. Is there half width 1 meter? Yeah, there is. Good, nice. Thank you. Brilliant. Yeah, that actually. We'll go back and look at those coasters then in a minute. Yeah, see, nothing too complicated. Some wooden beams, just a very simple cover, and then perhaps some lighting in the top as well. I don't want it to be too extravagant. I think we've got eaves as well. Don't have to go back to it. We can. I think it's got potential. it's the problem is we're doing something that isn't like, and I was talking about it earlier, it's like, oh great, thank you, that's way off. Thank you. Yeah, with themes like that, it's just, it's not natural to me, but there were some really good ideas in there. Let's save park. So we've got 2 more to finish, yeah, which really I should. There's the, I mean, we're at 14% on Lakeside Valley Park, Treasure Cove theme park, and the Echoes of Albion. Yeah, it was the water park bit that, like, because I'm not used to water parks. It's my first ever water park, and I think it put me off doing the slides, and there was lots of like rock work and stuff. I think that's what put me off, but I think it's still a good park. Yeah, it is worth finishing because it's got that brilliant swimming pool in. Yeah, and we were building on a budget, weren't we? We had that. I had $500,000 to build it. Yeah, this, look, is interesting. But then you've got all this, which is well worth saving. It's absolutely amazing, actually. It's well worth finishing just for this alone, isn't it? I'd forgotten about all this, and then when you mentioned it, I started thinking, oh, hang on. Yeah. And this beautiful bit as well, this little outdoor shopping, like, marketplace. Yeah. I'm just going to be happy when we can open the doors. I mean, I could open the doors now, but I wanted it all to be done on that. And then we've got this bit here as well. It's all got heaters in as well. A heated. This is really lovely in here, and the way the light just comes in. Yeah. This is the adult pond, the adult swimming pool area. Yeah, with that base, that's not actually the normal base. That's me sinking another bit of scenery in to give it that mosaic look. One route has finished testing and can be opened. That's good. And then you got your staff room there. No staff member available to attend to anything at the moment, mate. We've got to open it all. We're going to open it all at the same time. Yeah. This we should definitely come back and do more on this and finish this, because it's got some. That whole bit alone is incredible. Better than I remember it. And then yeah, we've got all this, the nice entrance. I built a chariot. The little pond area, Conquest, which was the wooden coaster, this Wheels of the Chariot, which is the little kiddie ride for when you just get into the theme park, somewhere to grab a coffee. It was all stands as well. I was trying to make it feel very authentic. What we got here, what is that? That's a guest services shop, and I think this is a guest services shop as well. Yep. So yeah, I was trying to make it. And we've got all these poppies as well, which are custom because there aren't poppies in the game. I don't think. Is there poppies in the game? No. Let me grab the. Are you? All right. Don't grab them then. Rosebush. Oh, it is roses. Okay, there is roses in the game. Yeah. All right. That's nothing amazing. Yeah, and this nice little area here to sit and just enjoy, just chill out, watch the coaster go by. All right, yeah, okay, we need to come back and finish this. Yeah, because it was the Romans versus the Celts. That was the whole idea. So this Celtic part is a bit more rustic and like natural looking, yeah, which is why I built this helter skelter like this. It's just harder to build this. This is purely just a prop, but it is a roundhouse. I need to put all sorts of clutter around it. It's the clutter and the bushes and everything else, the nature that's going to sell this side of the park. Worm route. Let's ride worm route. There's no lighting in that station, I don't think. We need to add lighting. Oh, there is lighting across the top. Look, that's nice. Yeah, that's quite good, that coaster. There's still more that needs to be done with it, but I've done so much of this work already. We're at what, 39%, and we've got plenty to play with as well. That's good. Let's have a look at this. I remember being particularly proud of this Roman like villa. Basically, it feels like a Roman villa. It's the station. There's some cool designs on the inside, yeah. So it's just like being in a posh little English Roman villa. Right, where are my trains? There and there. Alright, okay. We'll wait till one gets back in the station, jump on it. Yeah, we had that. I've spent over half the budget on this park already, and we're not even halfway on percentage. So if we run out of money, that's it. It's going to be done. But you can have the Roman part and the Celtic part, and then the two are going to converge in a battle. And obviously, Boadicea is going to be there. That's the big. And I wanted dueling coasters, so it's going to be quite hard to do that, but. Hey, we love a challenge on this channel, so why not, eh? I set myself these difficult tasks and then enjoy trying to achieve them. Yeah, those. I mean, I could tell it's one of my earlier wooden coasters because now I wouldn't do airtime hills like that at all. They're very sharp, and they give you like quick jerking in your seat, and you probably hit your legs on the crossbar on this thing, and it would be slightly painful, I think. Whereas now you would have, if I was doing it now, I'd have much longer drawn out ejector airtime, so you would gently lift up and then flow back into your seat as it came down. So I think my coaster design has got a little bit more sophisticated than this. But then the reflection, once I've done all this and covered in the bits I need to and everything else, and we haven't even rode these. Alright, where are we? Raft. Raft at the top. Are you raft 1 at the top? Oh, I think this might be the one at the top. Yeah, it is. Okay. We'll ride this then and have a look, shall we? But yeah, once I've got a bit more sophisticated, I think it should be good. I don't know, you know, the dueling one, I should be a bit more sophisticated with it. I don't know what 2 types of coasters to have. And saying that, if we've got switch tracks and things, I can do a lot more with it. Sorry, I just paused because I saw something. Whereabouts was it? Oh, we haven't even got to that bit. There was a bit I saw and I was like, straight away, where was that's the one there? Where's number 5? Have we gone up here already? Oh, we're going up here, I guess. Yeah. I saw something sticking through the log flume. Oh, that might be number 5 there. Where was it? No. Let me find raft number 5. Orbit number 5. That's not number 5. Well, that's not very helpful if you're now changing that to number 5. That's... thanks, game. There was some scenery sticking through the... Alright, I've got a better idea. Alright, we go number 5. There we go. If we see it again, we pause. I mean, it's a very minuscule bit of scenery sticking through the... Okay, I can't see it now. Well, let's get some speed up, doesn't it? Oh yeah, because it needs to do that. It needs speed to do that bit. And boomf, we're out into the water. That's that one. I think the other one is more... Is it another slide? Let me have a look. Guest facing, well... Yeah, it's on a rubber ring. Which... Okay. So I haven't got any conventional slides that you may lay down and go straight down on. I've got inflatable based rides. Or are they all with inflatables these days? Yeah, that's just a basic quick little jaunt in there. What are the stats on it? Yeah, they're not too bad for a flume. Oh, this is, look at that. Almost got 6 excitement. Once I cover bits in and that, it's going to be quite good. Yeah, I can't find that. That's it. It's just there. Look. Is that tree or is that rock? I think that's this rock. Eh? Why did I get that sound effect? But there we go. We found the offending rock. And there's a path round here just to access it all. Yeah, this building is going to be a pain in the backside to build. But why? Why not, eh? Take on these complicated things. I suppose I want it to be more like you're going down a mountain, so I'm probably going to try and make these rocks, fill them in a bit more. Like here, this bit is going to need filling in, and then put some more greenery around it, so as you're going down you've got things that are going past. What? Entertainment? What? Arcade? Arcades. Yeah, we got arcades now. Look. Woohoo! Arcades. Oh, awesome. How awesome is that? And we got a little arcade. That is a tiny arcade. Not even worth worrying about. Should we have a look at it quickly? Says it's all part of a free update. 16 grand. I can't afford 16 grand. Oh, actually, I probably could for this. This is what I like. They've tried to make it like the I appreciated that when I saw it, like the tacky floors you get in arcades. Generally, your feet stick to them as well. You know, you'll know the sort I mean if you're from the UK. Most arcades, your feet end up sticking to them. That's just really nice. So it's got all the classic games in there, and Voltron's back. This would be good for my Celtic area to have that in there. I know it's not very Celtic really. I know it's Middle East more looking, but it'd be good to have a sort of fortune teller because it'd fit the seer thing. But perhaps, and I don't know because I know he's animated. I'm pretty sure he's animated. I was just thinking, wondering if I could cover him up and make him look less sort of Voltron and more Celtic. But there we go. Oh, and this is probably one of my earliest. It is my first ever photo kiosk shop I ever built in the game. I think there is is there ride photos on here? Let's have a look. Oh no, I haven't. I haven't even put the ride photo camera on here. Where would the best place be for a ride photo camera? Probably is coming up here or something, I don't know. Or as you're dropping down in here before the twist. Yeah, this is a pre-made element, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't feel like a pre-made element there. That feels like a design by me. And it's much smoother than that. That feels really jerky. So, let me... When I was riding it, I was like, oh, that feels... Yeah, that it is. It's custom. That's what I was saying about earlier. So let's... No, you can get off. Right, what we're going to do... Banking offset 2, but yeah, all right. But bring it down, I guess. I'm guessing I don't want banking offset really then, or not banking offset 2, perhaps banking offset 1. And then, oh, hang on. Yeah. Confirm, thank you. Now, if we want to go, no, we want to go here, and then we want to go smooth. Because it just felt really rough when we came through there last time. It was just yuck. I just didn't like it. hopefully now. Now in theory, that shouldn't be as rough now I've custom built it. We don't need to... That is so much better. It just doesn't feel clanky anymore. Feels... Yeah, my entire park is going to need to be resurrected by staff once we open. And I'm going to have to keep a bit back in the bank. So this is going to be... This park is going to be ended. We're going to end construction once we run out of money, basically. I don't know what's called the water park area either. Yeah, so I need to work on this bit, but that was like kind of very daunting. I never worked on it. This is my first ever water park construction, and it is daunting to say the least. Oh, we've got this all hidden away here. That's nice. It's hidden away. So I might put wooden, like, covering over that, like a natural wooden, so it lets light in, but it disguises what's down there. Does that make sense? I mean, I could just put it in darkness with rock over it, but I don't think that would be... and light it up. Excuse me, that's two options basically I've got there. But yeah, okay, this is definitely well worth finishing. And perhaps we should, because I spent ages on this one, and this bit is really nice, this like baths area. And I've added all the new stuff in. It's got all heaters in, everything, so the main swimming pool's got heaters in, and it's got stepped depths as well. I don't know how guests are going to interact with it. They'll probably just climb down here and swim there, and then, but yeah, it's got a really deep area. I'm possibly, although it wouldn't feel very Roman baths, but a couple of dive boards at this end, possibly. I mean, it would like really sell, or perhaps dive boards. No, dive boards on the side wouldn't look good. I think a couple here, or perhaps two at one height and then a taller one in the middle, like pools, custom, yeah, not custom pool, custom pool extras. So where's that? Is that under scenery? Path extras, is it path extras? Diving board. Nope. Search board. Let's try that. Surfboards. No. Oh, here we go. Yeah, diving boards. Angle snap off. Do you know what? It doesn't ruin it at all. I kind of thought it would ruin the look of it, but you don't really see them. And it adds a little bit more. It'll add a bit more prestige to the park. The only thing is... Alright, let's come here. Tan. That's what it is. Tan, is it? Alright. Yeah, nice. What did it say about the pool? Says pool. People teaming on a solo. Yeah. Oh, I've had it in ranked, Ashley. Ridiculous. I've just done some site changes. I've added some dive boards. I thought it would ruin it, but you don't really see them when you come through here. Which... Oh yeah, I forgot. First person camera. There we go. When you come through here, you don't really see the dive boards. You just get this big, stretching, like, massive view. And then you've got that over there. Yeah, it's quite nice. Quite a nice area. Very Roman. Lifeguard sat back here, so you can't see the lifeguards. But interestingly, I wonder what pool safe pool. No. Where's pool? No, okay. Profit, staff morale, staff breaks, guest tolerance, panic, nausea, ride height, ride speed, Q, G-force, staff breaks. Okay, yeah, power, water cleanliness, power. Well, where's water safety? Temperature. Okay, they're warm, which is what you want. Shade. Kind of irrelevant, shade at the moment. Well, okay. Thunderstorm risk. Oh. Oh, you got a free fox pet, that's cool. Pool safety, that's it. Oh. Oh, because there's no one in those seats. What the hell's gone there? What are we going to say? That. How did you get a free fox pet? Oh yeah, that is covering it. That's good. So them two sat there, having the back bling. Yeah, he should be coming to the shop tomorrow. I haven't even looked at the shop today. I should perhaps pop on and look at the shop for 5 seconds. Just get your thinking cap on for the next few days. And when we return to this, Ashley, you can let me know what we should call this. We need to think of a Roman-related, like Roman baths, some kind of clever Roman name for this swimming pool baths area. Yeah, there is some nice designs in this and some nice ideas. So I do like this. This is the adult swimming pool. It's where you find me, just chilling out in here. Is there music in here? You need some nice music. We'll perhaps do it at some point. What the heck was that? What is that noise I can hear? Oh, it's these. You definitely need music because you've got them outside and they're making loads of noise, and so you need some nice calming music in here. But I'd want hidden speakers. I wouldn't want obvious speakers. And is there a piece of music that would be... I think there are now. Now we've got some more. We've got more tunes than when we first started this. Does that make any sense? Perhaps put them in here and disguise them with some kind of mosaic design around them. Like on the wall is my thinking. Music. Change track. So we've got... See, I was thinking with the new pack. You got... With the sorcery pack. Makes me want to play Odyssey again when I see this part. What's Odyssey? Never played Odyssey. Is it based on Odysseus, the book? See, there's a lot more music than when we... Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've got an Assassin's... I'm pretty sure I've got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the Viking one, which was recommended to me by a friend, and I've not played it. And I really should. Like, be my first ever playthrough of it. We want something nice and peaceful, but cool. Greek mythology looks great. Well, this is using Greek mythology pieces to get that Roman look, doesn't it? But yeah, I think it's Valhalla, the Viking one I've got. But I've never played any Assassin's Creed games ever. But I've kind of got an idea of roughly that it's like... I know there's some time travel in it and stuff. It's all a bit... The genie. This is quite cool. This would actually work. This would be really good for the marketplace, wouldn't it? See, I hadn't even thought about that in this park. I hadn't even thought about... I hadn't even thought about, like, sounds and stuff. But we're going to have to do that. So we're going to have to save a good... And I'm going to need to save some money for wages as well. So this is going to be tough to finish, actually, within the budget I set. You know, of 500,000. I thought it would be easy. and that's what made me lose interest. But now look, we've done hardly any of the Celtic part. We've got the coaster in, and we've got the Roman coaster in. So we've got the Celts and the Romans coaster, but we need the battling coasters here, the dueling coasters, like in the centre, and we need to add the entire foresty entertainment flat ride area here, and we need to add some a flat ride perhaps here. Although I can't think of a Viking-based flat ride, really. And a Viking Roman-based flat ride. Viking would be fairly easy. But I might have to go and watch. I was watching lots of Time Team when I started building this. Watching the Romans. Colosseum. Problem. This is Roman in Britain. We didn't have any Colosseums in Britain. Perhaps we would have had wooden Colosseum at a stretch. Possibly. It would have been more like a clearing in a forest, but I can use artistic license and perhaps we can build a ride within the Colosseum, within a wooden Colosseum. May just stress that. Wooden Colosseum. So like a circular ride, flat ride within a Colosseum, that might work. Yeah, that might work. But what kind of flat ride? Do we want it to be an extreme flat ride? Something like... We've got something like this, which is like... yeah. But they spin round on that. Yeah, we got that as well. Those kind of flying circular rides. So there's plenty of options. You got that, like, yeah. Your Monte Leone, sorry. Monte Carlo. That's to do with gambling. Yeah, I don't know. I like these are new cars on here. I could do, and they cover over, don't they, partway through. That could be possibly good. But you want something that reflects the dual, like something that's quite kind of. That's not going to have a very good throughput, is it? There is a lot more in this game though than when we started this. Hey, the legendary Scissor, one of my favourite rides. Not good fun to go on with your kids though when they decide to slam into you lots. Oh, you got that as well. So a wooden Colosseum, possibly. Could have that rise up out of it, but the Collider. I'll think of something. I'll think about it. And yeah, a wooden Colosseum would be another showstopper. And then there'd be this. It's finishing big time. I need to put a roof on, some lighting, and blend it all in, and then give it some shrubberies and like plant life and things all around it. So it's a bit more interesting. It's just lots and lots of work to get all these rocks into place. I think it was here where I got to the rocks and I was just like, I'm out. And that was it. I never came back to it. What style of rocks are we using? Temperate rocks, okay. But yeah, if we can come back to it and add shrubberies and things and make it feel a bit more. This is a staff path, I think, here. Yeah, it is. So what was I going to have here? Staff facilities? Perhaps. No, I did the water slides off park, Ashley, off stream, and I was going to come back and go, look, I've built these water slides, and I think I just got to the point where I was like, nope, I'm out, which was the wrong approach, because it's just this bit that's going to be really fiddly, but I can do it. It's not like I can't do it. It's just the fact that it's really fiddly, and it's all like when rocks stick through the bottom and stuff and all those problems. But this one's really good. Although I don't know whether I like the colours, the orange and blue. I might have to change that. I'm going to make them more Romany colours, and this red and white isn't very Romany. Sort of, I want reds and golds and terracottas and, you know, whites and things. I suppose that is whites, but I might just have it one solid colour if I can. Perhaps a solid deep red, or have it break. I don't know how many. I don't know how the colouring works on this. Let me have a look. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got loads of space. So I've obviously gone blue, saddle brown, blue. Yeah, I chose those colours, but I think I might go like 3 one colour, then one different colour. So it's not all the same colour, but it isn't like jarring as you go down it, because that's like colour change, colour change, colour change, and that's quite jarring, especially in your tunnel pieces and these bits where you see a lot of it. Instead of talking about it, let's try it, shall we? Let's try a colour change, people. It doesn't get much more exciting than this. That's why you come to this channel, for the gripping content like colour changing. Do you know what? All one colour, I think. Like the reds. Oh, perhaps we could have one side like represent the Celts as well. So if we go green, so red for Roman, green for Celts, for Boadicea. Of course, then to see what that really looks like. Alright, is there anything at the top? Yeah. Is that the one at the top? Let's have a look. Why are you not? Oh. I was trying to set camera and it was... I'm guessing it is up the top here. Oh yeah, this is the one at the top, number 4. Because when it was like separate colours, it was very jarring. It was like constant colour change, and it was... yeah, much nicer. Kind of feels like you're going down my grandmother's water trough, but there we go. It was designed to catch rainwater. Oh, well, okay. Well, that was partway through. We need to be at the top. Is this at the top? Oh, we are at the top. Yeah, we are. Yeah, that's much better. It's not like when it was all different colours. It's very off-putting. That's much nicer now. Just need trees and stuff, so as you're going down, you've got something around you. So the Roman side is a bit more extreme. Whereas the Celt side is a bit more calming and... you know what, that was productive. We should come back to this some other time soon. But I'm going to go to bed because I didn't realise it was 5 past midnight. So I'm going to go very quickly and scuttle off and try and get to sleep because I've got to be up at 7 in the morning. Thank you all for watching. I shall see you all soon. Good night.